Welcome back to the show. So since we have such awesome foodies on the show today, we thought we'd have them join us for a savory round of Hot Topics. We've got Cookbook authors Frankie and Erin Jeanne McDowell. They're both back, along with my executive producer, Joseph Suttner, who's actually a pretty big foodie himself.
Oh, yeah.
You love food.
I do.
But the one thing that you and I have in common when it comes to food is we're a little gluten sensitive.
We have some issues with
not
the gluten.
Not intolerant, not celiac, and I know that sometimes people are like, it's not celiac. No, but I do sometimes have a little issue with it.
Yeah, and when you don't feel good when you eat something, you want to avoid it, right? I mean.
Exactly, and I know Frankie and Erin, you've both developed your own gluten-free recipes for dough.
Yes, of course.
Was that hard to do, or?
I mean, and it depends on the item. You know,
Yeah.
for pie, it's pretty simple actually, because in the pie world, if once you get the crust right, a lot of fillings are naturally gluten-free. So that's really lovely.
But, you know.
But dumplings, I feel like that would be challenging.
Yeah, I didn't grow up making gluten-free dough, so I had to kind of start from scratch. So it took me like 5 months to get it right, because I wanted the perfect amount of chew. So, but it also had to be able to fold. So sometimes the ones that chewed really well, would break apart when I folded it, and vice versa. So it was quite challenging. It was like a science experiment with all the different gluten-free doughs.
I'm trying that this weekend.
Are you?
I'm gonna try, yeah.
Okay, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Well, I'm grateful that you all have created so many different things and in your books. But as a thank you for just being such wonderful culinarians, we've actually decided to bring this culinary delight for you here today. It's a McRib.
They're back.
They're back. Do y'all love a McDonald's McRib?
I've never had one before in my life.
I have never.
I've never.
I can't believe that my first time is going to be on TV.
Well,
Seattle.
You're welcome. Okay,
Should we give it a shot?
I've never had one. Have you?
I've
have
never.
any of you
No.
ever had the McRib before?
I've had one when I was maybe like 10, so it's been almost 10, 15 years since I've had one. But it smells exactly the same.
Not bad.
No, it's actually not bad. I'll give it to.
The
I've
sauce
got my
is good.
pinky up while eating mine.
But of course. So why are these so popular? Why I feel like I saw something on the interwebs where they described the McRib as a toxic relationship. It comes in, says I love you, then it leaves, but then it comes back. Why do people love the McRib so much?
I mean, limited time. Don't you think that's it? That there's just something so exciting about only being able to get. One of my closest friends growing up, it was a huge celebration when the McRib came back.
Really?
Yes, I think of the McRib, I think of him. So this is, I think. I don't know. Don't you think it's something about just being available only for a short time?
Yeah, it's this, I don't know, it's like a golden opportunity. And I love the fact that it is shaped like ribs, even though there are no bones. I learned that today, which is pretty amazing.
I have always wondered that too, because I remember seeing the commercials and I'm like, is there bones in it? But then of course not. Like, they're not going to have bones at McDonald's.
It's marketing. People want what they can't have, so it's like the Disney movies, how they don't have them out all the time. They're like in the vault sometimes.
Oh,
it's
in
like
the Disney
McDonald's.
vault.
It's like the McDonald's vault.
Is anything in the Disney vault now that Disney Plus is around? Not to change the subject.
I don't know.
Oh, my producer, Disney File, says yes, there are still things in the Disney vault.
Oh.
But right now, the good news is the McRib is out of the vault. There's also like 2 pickles on top, which I didn't realize that the pickle.
You love a pickle.
I love a pickle, but apparently it's an essential part of the McRib. So get them while the getting's good. You're welcome, McDonald's.
There you
All
go.
right. So speaking of food and maybe the misuse of it, have you seen these activists who are throwing soup at art?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what these idiots. I'm sorry, but honestly, I get it. I am 100% behind them for the fact that we need to start
The message.
bringing more attention to climate change. Like, there's no joke here right now. We've got, 400 weeks left till irreversible climate change. However, throwing it at art is A, annoying. B, can we talk about the huge, abuse of resources, the amount of environmental resources that went into making that soup?
It's a lot.
I almost feel like they're contributing to the problem.
It's an interesting point. I think also a lot of the art itself is protected by glass, so the art isn't even being damaged. So it truly is, a statement, and a strong statement at that. So
A stunt. Look, you can glue your hands to the wall of a museum all day, but please, save the cream of mushroom soup for someone who needs it.
Yeah, and we were talking about this in the office like 2 days ago or whatever, and then somehow the conversation morphed into, well, if you were gonna throw soup at famous art, what would be your soup of choice? And I had to think about that.
Now, I would say would not be cream of mushroom, because you know how that would be. You'd be like, ugh!
And then it would just like glob out.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you could even get it to glob out. Now, our production specialist, Derek, he goes like ravioli
Soup.
or SpaghettiOs. That would just be like blat everywhere.
Yeah.
That would make a statement.
Sound effect for
I
sure.
think you need something viscous. Like I think if you threw like chicken noodle soup, like it would
that's
just be
a good
gone
one
in
too.
like 2 seconds. So I feel like your message would kind of be lost in.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I'd probably go
So-
for a tomato.
More
just-
viscosity
yeah,
in
viscosity.
said soup. Erin?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I'm somewhere in the middle there. Like it needs to have a little bit of texture, but I don't know as much about the inclusions. Like I think that having it be, just one texture was kind of key to it. It's sticking
So what about
the
a
way
split
it
pea?
is. Yeah, split pea,
That would
a
be a
butternut
good soup.
squash,
Yeah.
something.
Elevated.
I hadn't thought for that.
I
That's
feel
a-
like I could see you throwing a chicken pot pie or like something,
Oh.
that's
So
like
it
a combination
hits and then
pie
it-
and soup.
certainly
Slowly.
It's really on brand for you.
Yes, or a meringue topped pie.
Yes.
But again, I would
Oh.
not want to waste pie.
But
in
don't
that
waste
way.
a
please
pie like
don't.
that.
Yep.
Waste of resources. Find another way to protest. All right.
Yeah.
When you guys go out to eat, being chefs that you are, have you ever sent food back to the kitchen?
Ooh, Frankie.
I personally have never. I don't know.
Never?
I always feel very empathetic towards people who are working in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And every time, especially when you like look into the open kitchens, like they're working so hard. And I can totally understand if you like mess something up or it's like under seasoned. Like to me, I'm just like, hey, they're doing their best. Like I'm happy to eat whatever is being served to me. So I personally have never, given anything back.
I'm the same actually.
Yeah.
I maybe once I got the wrong item, but I asked to keep it. I was like, I would still maybe like that other thing that I ordered, but this looks awesome, so I would love to also have that. That was the only time that I maybe made a correction, but.
Yeah.
But I also, I don't know. I think there is a respect thing. I know how much work went into it, and also that mistakes happen. That's something I say on my web series all the time. Mistakes happen. So
I get
mistakes
it.
happen in real
Yeah.
kitchens too.
Have you, Joseph?
Oh, only once, because I feel the same as these two about, respect and all that. But I was served a steak and I ordered it medium, and it was like gray when I received it. And I did not say anything to the server. I just was not going to eat it and just silently, but she kept questioning me about it. And I'm like, well, it's like been destroyed, so I'm not going to eat it. And she brought me another one, and it was still the same. I felt so bad.
Bless her heart.
I know. That's
See,
my only story, though.
I probably sent it back a handful of times for the way something was cooked. When I was pregnant, they brought me like a raw hamburger, and I was like, oh my God, no thank you, just take it away. And then a steak once. So yeah, because I like my meat gray.
Yeah, okay. You do you.
You do you. All right, thank you all for doing you. And Erin, Frankie, and Joseph, they're going to stick around for more hot topics later in the show, including some strong feelings on candy corn. All right?